My name is Keith Bennett and I'm here to talk to you about how to properly place your hands on the club for maximum consistency, power, and delivering that club to the ball in a nice square fashion. So the most important thing to consider when we place our hands on the handle is what the hand placement is going to do to the leading edge of the club. We want that leading edge of the club to be delivered back to the ball, essentially parallel to my spine angle. So if you drew a line from my belt to my buttons and from the heel to the toe of that club, those two lines should be parallel to one another, just like I'm holding this club here. We want to swing that club around our body at high speeds and deliver it back to the ball in that square fashion, and how we hold the club is going to aid us in doing so. So we're going to start with this glove hand. Anytime that you grip the club, we want to make sure that we look down the shaft of that club, and again, we see that the leading edge of that club is parallel to the spine. Then we're going to take the non-glove hand, the trail hand, and we're going to place it just on the steel of the club below the grip, and you're going to hold that club vertical, just like I'm demonstrating here. You're going to place that glove hand out in front of you with your fingers nice and wide from each other, and then we're going to place that grip just in where the base of the palm meets the base of the fingers. We don't want to be down here way in the fingers, and we really want to avoid being up here in the palm of the hand. So we want to be where the base of the palm meets the base of the fingers. Then we are going to wrap the fingers around the bottom of the grip first. Then we're going to take that padding on that thumb and we're going to place it just to the right side of the center of the grip. You can see that there, it's just to the right side of the center of the grip. And we're gonna do one of the most famous, but the best checks to make sure that you've got your glove hand on the club properly, and that's the Hogan grip check. So we're gonna take our pinky finger, ring finger, middle finger, and our thumb off the club. We should be able to hold that club parallel to the ground like I'm demonstrating here with those 4 fingers off the club. You can see that the padding on my glove hand is on top of the grip here, and that index finger is hooked underneath the bottom of the grip, creating this nice little leverage point so that club sits up there real nice. If that grip is in the palm of my hand and I try to do that same check, that grip, I can feel the weight of that head. It wants to slide out and that club's gonna lower towards the ground. We don't have control over that grip. So once we've got that glove hand on there properly and we've done our check, now we're gonna go ahead and place that non-glove, that trail hand on there. And when we place that trail hand, we just want to slide that hand right down the grip like I'm demonstrating here. And there's 3 different ways that we can hold this club. We have what's called the 10-finger grip, where the index finger on that left hand and the pinky on that right hand are not over the top or crisscrossing one another. They're just sitting here just like this, kind of oftentimes referred to as a baseball grip. I like to think of it as a 10-finger grip. Then we have the overlapping grip, where that pinky on that non-glove hand is over the index on that glove hand. Then we have the interlocking grip, which is kind of that famous Tiger Woods grip, where the index and the pinky are crisscrossed just like this here. I would recommend this grip for most people. It's a sturdier connection to the club and it allows for a decrease in grip pressure, so we don't have to hold that club really strong. We want some good firmness in those fingers because we want control, but we don't want a death squeeze and feel like our forearms are getting really tight. That's why I recommend that interlocking grip for most people. So again, some checkpoints on that non-glove hand, that trail hand. We want to make sure that this thumb is just to the left side of center for right-handers. As we look down, we don't want to have that thumb over here to the side. That's going to be too strong of a grip and that's going to cause that club to want to close at impact. We want it just to the left of center. And once again, we want to make sure that that grip is positioned in the fingers, and then we clasp around there once again. So very symmetrical to what we were doing with that glove hand. After you've got that connection with that club, we want to make sure that we've got some nice supple wrists, because we need to be able to hinge that club going back and hinge that club going through. But we want a nice firm hold there with the fingers because we do need control. So for straight shots, power and speed, this is how I recommend that you put your hands on the club.